Hey guys, welcome back. And in this week's episode, we have the Moza R5 SRP pedals right here. These are the ones that come with the bundle. I just got the clutch pedal and I was noticing that these things are kind of boring and I feel like we can do something to make them look just a little bit better. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So sit down and let's get to the project. Okay, so first thing we have to do is we have to get an outline of the pedal before we can do any kind of customization. That way we know what perimeter and what boundaries we have to work in. And here you see I have the outline, and to do that, I brought in a picture that I took of the pedal and I calibrated it to the correct size. After that, I went around and I traced the lines around the pedal. And when we get rid of the canvas, there we have our perfectly dimensioned pedal template outline that we need for when we put this into the laser engraver. That way we know exactly where our picture is going to be. For the picture, I went online and found one, and you'll see here in a second, but I opened Inkscape and I imported that DXF because from Fusion, I forgot to tell you this, I just saved the sketch as a DXF and then I imported that directly into Inkscape, and that's this red line right here. I came down here, I chose red, and I switched it to the stroke, and that means it's going to tell the K40 Whisper software that this is a line that needs to be cut as a vector. And that's going to be important for when we do our template, so that way we know that this is going to line up. And then I added this mask right here because I want the Moza logo to not get covered or not get engraved on. So that's what this mask is for. I imported the PNG that I have. First, I did a PNG. Then I used a cloud converter and I converted it to an SVG file. And that's what we have here. This is the SVG. And the black is what is going to be engraved on the pedal. And you see the document, which is this white box right here. I set this so it's just a little bit bigger because I want the image to engrave across. It's okay if there's engraving going across the whole pedal as long as the whole pedal is where I want it to be. And this way I don't have to worry about it not making it all the way to the line if I'm not properly set up the way I want it to be. It gives for a little bit room of error, which is perfect. But we're going to bring this picture back, and right here this is going to be the left pedal because I want this picture, I want it to go across all three pedals and make it into like one big scene. I think that'll be cool. I brought the picture in and I scaled it and I put it exactly where I wanted it, so that way these lines right here I know are going to fall outside of the pedal, and then this spot isn't going to get touched with the laser at all. But all the black is going to be engraved. So this right here is like an inverted image. And I simply just took this, I saved this out, save as, and it was Inkscape, because I know that it's only going to save whatever is in this white perimeter of the document setting. And then from there, I took the whole SVG and I shifted it over. I saved the center pedal, and then I shifted it over and I saved the right pedal. And then I brought it here into Canvas so that you can see all of the pedals together, and the scene that it's trying to recreate is that exact picture that we had. And if we zoom in on these, you can see that red line. And like I said, in the software, we'll be able to tell it to cut a vector, and it's going to cut it around that red line. And you'll see why we do that in a bit, but all three pedals laid out, I feel like it's going to make for a really cool look, and it's going to be a unique set of pedals for sure. Can we get these to line up because we only have one shot at each of them? The only bit that I'm worried about is this little outer part, this like mask that I have. Because if my pedal isn't centered or messed up a little bit, you'll be able to see that. But we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, we need to get over to the K40 Whisper. I've imported the right pedal that I want, and you see the red line is still there. You can see it under the white mask I made. And for vector cut, I'm going to keep that at 10 millimeters a second, and we're going to use that to cut out this design on a piece of foam. That way I can set the pedal in the foam and know that it is lined up for this specific engraving. And for the raster engrave, I did about 75 millimeters a second, and I adjusted my laser. I adjusted the power on my laser until it etched the powder coat off the petal well. So from here, we're going to first hit the vector cut it out of foam, and then from there we'll raster engrave, and you'll see that all coming up in a time lapse or so. And then we will get to seeing how they actually look when it's finished. All right, the petals are done and they came out fantastic, and I'm super happy with how they look. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Once they were done, I just put them under the sink. I cleaned them with the sponge to get all the burnt soot off, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. If you do this, let me know. Share a picture with me so I can see it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to end this one here, you guys. So thanks for watching. See you later.